My car is a perfect example of me in the sense of it's no frills. You look at the car and know it's about business. And I kind of carry that same demeanor myself. You know, when you get locked inside a cage with somebody else, the business needs to be done at that point. In addition to that, I feel with cars, it's a process to get to where you want to get. Just like martial arts. When I first started, I wasn't ranked, but over the years, I fought better opponents. Just like with a car, how you would build it and rebuild it and change a turbo and port the motor a different way to get a certain outcome at the end of the day. It's a labor of love in both aspects, because you're gonna be spending money and headache and parts that don't work. In martial arts, the same thing. You know, we got bumps and bruises and injuries, and we deal with victory and defeat. My name is Savant Young, and I drive a 1973 Mazda RX3. The RX3 is like Mazda's enforcer, so to speak. The Mazda RX3 is the aggressive car that they wanted to bring out following the RX2, just to compete with some of the other sport compact cars of the 70s. So they needed to make something that was edgy, you know, still had that Japanese flavor to it. It's kind of like a minimized version of some of the bigger cars that you see in the States, and I think they did pretty well. The model I have came with a 10A motor. They have a 12A and a 10A version. The 10A probably put out 90 horsepower at most. The 12A I think might have been a little over 100. The car is about 2,000 pounds, so it might have been a peppy car for the time, but I think even back then they did a lot of the upgrades that we currently do now to get some speed out of it. I had the motor work done from a buddy of mine at JRX Rotary. They did the engine, some of the mod work, the fab work. We went ahead and bridge coated the motor, put a Greddy T66 turbo on it. I kept the same ECU. I had an older Microtech LT8S. But then we upgraded to AEM water injection on the car. Redid the exhaust. We put a Toyota rear end, half-ton pickup rear end in the back. Changed the front brakes to aerospace components. We used the disc brakes from the Toyota in the rear. We did wire tuck just to clean up the engine bay. I haven't dynoed the car, but it's at 15 pounds boost. I dynoed the last car at 12 pounds. It was at about 350, so this one has to be about 400 horsepower for certain. I grew up around a family of guys that had cars, and they were always into either cleaning up cars or showing them at little shows or whatnot, upgrading them, putting nitrous on them, doing whatever to make them either look good or run fast. So as a kid, I was into that. I was into like remote control cars. Anything motorized, I was definitely game. So it was just a matter of time before I had my own car to play with. I think the car guys would enjoy the cohesiveness of the people in martial arts. You know, it's like a community, just like the car community. You don't have to be a badass to do martial arts. It's just a way for you to express yourself physically without going to your typical gym. Hopefully this will open up some people to explore martial arts. I think they do go hand in hand in a sense. In the event anything ever happens, you will be prepared. It's like me having a turbo in my car, prepared for some of these cars on the street. An emotional connection. I like to be seen in the car. I like people to ask me about it and tell me their stories of how their uncle had one, because that's how I came across it, was through my uncle. So the connection to it for me is just to enjoy my weekends. I work hard Monday through Friday, and I drive my car every weekend. When I'm at home, I'm sure my neighbors probably think I'm crazy. If there's a car show, I swear I'm probably out there most of the day drinking beer and cleaning my car. You know? It's therapeutic. I just get to appreciate what it is. It's just my toy, and I take it out and run it as much as I can. I just like to drive it. I like to go to car shows or car meets. My car's not a trailer queen. There's a couple little things that I just need to button up that aren't really pressing, but the car drives now. So as long as it drives, and with Mazda, as long as it stays cool, it's not overheating, I'm just gonna drive it, dude, as much as I can.